to talk about something that came out a couple days ago, and it's something that's been going on for far longer than it should have. More Ja Morant news. Crazy. Ja Morant's team. So this is the whole story. There's a source that told the Breakfast Club that the gun in the most recent Instagram live video that Ja Moran got in trouble for was a toy gun from a relative in the back seat of the car, and it was never a legitimate firearm. That is the poorest excuse I have ever heard in my life. Everyone's talking about, well, like it started off with, well, did Ja Moran do anything inherently illegal? No. Would the toy gun make it even less dangerous yet and less of an issue? Obviously. But say the gun was a real gun, but wasn't loaded. So it was the same threat level as the toy gun, right? It's still the issue of like, yo, man, you have a gun and are just waving it around like it's a prop, like you're proud to have it. So it's not the fact that he did something wrong by a legal standpoint or he did something wrong by, say, a moral or ethical standpoint. It's the fact that, well, actually, that really is what he did wrong. You are an NBA superstar.
Yep.
You are representing a business, and Ja Morant specifically has a lot of young impact on kids.
Oh, yeah.
As a substitute teacher, when I would go to school, there's a ton of Ja Morant jerseys. He's like their background on their laptops. Everyone talks about him. Like, he is a huge influence with that age group.
Yep.
So toy gun or not, it was the image that it set.
Yep.
And the fact that he came out or his team came out and said it was a toy gun is even more, shows me how even more immature and irresponsible Ja Morant really is. Not as a basketball player, but as a man and as a person.
Everything that you just said was spot on. Because Ja Morant, it's not about the fact if it was real, if it was fake, if it was loaded, if it was whatever. Look at the other side. What if it was real? What if it was loaded? You're holding this object up to your head dancing like this. So regardless of how you're presenting the fake gun, you presented it in a way that to kids, it's okay to roll around and have fake guns and dance to music. And it's more about the way you presented it, Ja. I don't care if it's real. I don't care if it's fake, which, by the way, that was a real gun. That thing was pretty fucking hefty. And that thing was pretty hefty in his hand.
No one believes it was fake.
No. And the fact that you, like you said, it's just disrespectful to even come up with that excuse. But the fact that they're trying to come up with that excuse tells me that they're scraping the bottom of the barrel to figure out how to fix this.
When you catch someone doing something, like you know something happened that they did wrong, and they still continue to lie, like, why? Like, you're caught. You have to know you're caught because you're lying to make that seem not true. So the responsible, mature adult thing to do is be like, okay, I was wrong, own up to it. He issued an apology and all that stuff. And like you said, it just shows that he's not maybe ready for this level of
that's a great point.
Superstar status. When you're caught, you know you're caught. Own up. And it'll make things a whole lot better and go a whole lot smoother.
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Listen to the sound. I listen to the sound.